What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Nitro Gaming. Today we've got Team of the Year warm-up to talk about because we're about 24 hours away from that beginning. And we've got some leaks for some packs that are going to be coming out with Team of the Year warm-up. And as long as you don't prematurely epaculate, you might be able to save those for the actual Team of the Year on Friday when the attackers come out, who I think it's going to be Vinicius Jr. We're going to have Mohamed Salah. Who is the striker going to be? Will it be Erling Haaland? Will it be Lautaro Martinez? Will it be Gyökeres? Will it be Mbappe? It'll probably end up being Mbappe, even if he didn't win the vote or doesn't really deserve it. I didn't vote for him, but I do know that a lot of people did. He is the cover star, so he probably will end up getting into the team on Friday. Nonetheless, guys, we've got a lot to talk about today, so let's hop into it. Do you need coins in FC25 Ultimate Team? Then go to u7buy.com. It is the quickest, most reliable, and the safest platform on the internet. Big creators use it. It has the best reviews, and if you use my code NITRO, you're going to get an extra 8% at checkout. You can even get specific players you want to add to your Ultimate Team straight from u7buy. And if it's your first time, you'll get a newcomer's bonus added to what you get. And if you order this week, you'll be thrown into a Team of the Year giveaway if you use my code NITRO. Link down below. Today's video is all about packs, and the Team of the Year warm-up is all about packs, because Team of the Year warm-up is not necessarily a promo for actually packing players. It's a promo for saving packs for Team of the Year, which is out on Friday when we get Vinicius Jr., Mohamed Salah probably, and whoever they have as that third attacker is going to be in packs on Friday. And you're going to have saved an 83 plus defenders pack, 83 plus times 5 midfielders pack, 83 plus times 5 attackers pack for this promo. And I think these kind of packs are going to be much more valuable than just a standard 83 plus times player pack, because they are specific to the positions that are in packs at the time. And if you guys didn't know that during the first week of release, when it's just attackers in packs and then just midfielders and then just defenders, it's actually easier to pack those Team of the Year players during that time versus when the full team is released in the second week. The pack odds actually go down when the full team is released. Now, I guess the overall goal of Team of the Year is to pack a Team of the Year, but if you're looking for one of the attackers or even one of the midfielders, I would say you definitely want to open your packs during the first couple days of release. And these are the packs that are going to really help you get that, because they completely get rid of all of the other potential positions you could get. I think you're probably 10 times more likely to get a Team of the Year in an 83 plus times 5 attackers pack than you would be in an 83 plus times players pack. And you might say, okay, well, 10 times 0 is 0. To that, I say you have a good point. Either way, those are coming out tomorrow on Wednesday, probably as SBC upgrade packs right there. But speaking of big packs that are coming to the game here in a couple of days, we have the Season 4 weekly Play Completionist, which of course I've only had this account for 2 weeks. I have not been focused on completing this. Maybe I should. I don't think I can actually complete it at this point, because you've only got you've only got 3 more potential times to do it if you started right now. So I could complete it right now. I could complete it on Friday. I could then complete it next Friday, but then I'd only have 3 completions. So I wouldn't even get the overall reward, which is the 89 plus Winter Wildcard, Hero, Icon, or Numero Foot guarantee. A lot of people are afraid of this pack. A lot of people are saying that this is really going to be what crashes the market. And I just don't see it happening. I think a lot of people were questioning, why did I go out and invest in Winter Wildcards right before, or not Winter Wildcards, but Numero Foot cards? Why would you invest before that pack comes out? Well, I did go in on an 88 Madison, mostly because he fits into the evolution that dropped yesterday, and we were able to get him for 20,000 coins and less. But I invested in Numero Foot in general, and are going to continue to invest in Numero Foot in general, because I don't think that this is going to crash the Numero Foot cards. Even though there are so many cards you could get out of this, and it's going to be definitely have an impact on the market, I think it's going to have an impact in the opposite way. Sure, we might see some drops in prices on Friday right when Team of the Year drops, just due to the last minute panic, but I think that this pack in general is going to actually bring the market up, because anybody who packs a good player out of this bunch is going to use it in their team. And then they're going to buy tradable cards to link with it. And so you're going to see players, let's say they packed Kyle Walker right there, the first Numero Foot. They're definitely going to throw him in their team. And if they don't already have a Manchester City player, or they don't already have, English links, then they're going to have to go out and get those links. And so I think that it actually brings up the meta market with it for links that people will end up using for these cards. Now, with that being said, it's hard to really dial in which cards specifically you want to buy, because there's just so many different cards you could pack. And the most common ones are probably going to be players like Aldasari, Rose Lavelle, Beth Mead, Lacazette, Lookman, Pedro Porro wouldn't be a bad one. But you're also going to get Nas, Gilmore, Vlahovic, because those are the 89 rated players that you could pack. But Bernardo Silva's an 89, he's another Manchester City player. You've, of course, got 2 Erling Haalands you could pack, Kyle Walker. So just immediately I'm starting to think, okay, what about the Manchester City links, especially if we end up getting Haaland and Rodri in Team of the Year. Anybody who packs them in Team of the Year is also going to need links to them. So with that being said, maybe Manchester City links are good. Maybe Barcelona links are good, because we see that we've got Rolfo, Hansen, De Jong, right off the top of your head. You've got 3 Barcelona players right there. You got the other De Jong up here. So there's a lot of different options you could go with. Maybe going for some of the big clubs would be better. And I'm not saying just invest in these guys specifically. I'm saying invest in good links to those guys, players that already play for those teams. Good players like maybe Koundé, players like that. Mapi Leon's another Barcelona player. Barcelona might be a shout. But that's kind of my idea with it. Links to these meta players that people will pack in their 89 plus guarantee on Friday. That is going to be what I think is going to actually go up the most. Now, we also got some more leaks for the Team of the Year. Now, I don't know if these are going to drop during the warm-up, but we're going to get, and I can't really explain it yet, but an Evo for the Team of the Year Cup, an Evo for Team of the Year Draft, an Evo for Team of the Year Daily Play, and an Evo for the Team of the Year Daily Login. So what I would assume is as you complete the Daily Login upgrade, it'll go into an objective that you've completed once, you've completed twice. Once you complete it, 10 times, then you unlock an evolution. That's what I think is going to happen, but we'll see exactly what this means here in a couple of days. But keep your eye out for the requirements for these Evos, because we've seen evolutions absolutely shoot up the price of players on the market over the course of the last day. If you take a look over on Futbin and you find cards like the Hato, this card barely even fits into the new evolution. Barely even fits into the new evolution called Numero Fut Surge. It boosts his passing by 3. It boosts his physicality by 2. His dribbling by 1. His shooting by 2. I'll be quite honest with you. I don't think that makes the card double the price in value, but everybody else seems to think so, because it was 38,000 coins and then it shot up to 70,000 coins after that evolution came out. Now that went up really quickly, but James Madison, he is continually rising in price for me. We bought this yesterday about an hour after the evolution came out. Now you can see that the evolution came out and he shot up from 17 to like 21. We bought for 19.5. That's kind of where we got in at, was about 20,000, 19,000 on average. He's continually going up as he fits this Numero Surge evolution. You can see that it boosts his pace by 2, his shooting by 1, his physicality by 2, his defense by 2. Nothing spectacular, nothing crazy, but it is a free evolution, and he's cheap. And so I figured I'd pick up a few of these cards and wait, because this card goes out of packs on Friday. On top of that, he isn't going to be in the 89 plus winter wild card. Not that I do think that that's going to bring his price down a lot if he was, but it definitely fits what I'm looking for in this investment, because I said I was going to invest in Numero Foot cards, so I think James Madison is going to be my guy. But there are still different Numero Foot cards that catch my eye that I do think are going to be good investments. It's about timing their low point, and it seems like every day at content, these cards do hit a low point. So look at, 6 p.m. UK, and right after that for some of these cards, if you want to buy them today, they go out of packs tomorrow. So it's not like they're going to be in packs any longer, at least not in tradable packs. Of course, some of these cards will be in the 89 plus times 5. But again, I don't think that it really is going to affect their price that much. In fact, I do think that these cards rise out of packs, especially starting after Team of the Year goes. So if you wanted to wait till Friday, you might be able to still get a good deal. Don't get me wrong. And if you have a bad feeling about that big pack on Friday and you're afraid of it, then wait. Like, trust your gut. But what I am saying is that I do think that these cards during Team of the Year are going to rise. And Pickford, even though he's in that pack, I think that at 43,000 coins, it's slightly more than what he was when we shouted him out yesterday. 38,000 coins to 43. Maybe I would be waiting until I can get him for 41, 40, 38, 39, something like that. But that's a good one right there. A little medium budget, low budget investment. And even cards like Jan Kuoto and Dumfries. I really do like the Dumfries investment if you have a medium budget, 265K right now. This is a card that I would be looking to get at content today. Of course, he is going to be in that 89 plus pack. So if you're afraid of that pack really having an impact on the market, then wait till Friday. But if you can get that card for less than 250, you're looking at a decent price right now for a card that had only been in packs since Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then out of packs on Wednesday. It's only in packs for 4 days. It's going to be pretty rare. And on the right side of the pitch, it kind of looks like a Theo Hernandez gold card. Like, it is very similar in terms of his stature and his build and probably his impact in the game. This is going to be one of those cards that a lot of people, I think, are going to want to get as their right back. The only problem is if Lautaro Martinez isn't going to be in Team of the Year, then you're not going to get the boost from his links, and I don't think Lautaro is going to make it into Team of the Year. But still a very good card that I think is a good investment as we go out of packs. But it's just all about timing it. And everybody's asking, okay, when are cards going to be the lowest point? And guys, it's just not that easy of a question to answer right now, because some cards are going to hit their low points today. Some cards are going to hit it on Wednesday. I think a lot of cards might hit it on Wednesday, but other cards are going to hit it on Friday. And it's hard to pinpoint which ones specifically are going to crash and then rebound, which ones are going to crash and not rebound as quickly, which ones have already dropped and have hit their low point on Monday or Sunday. It's very tough to tell, but what I will tell you is that even if you don't time it perfectly, even if you bought on Wednesday during market crash day, which is what we call Wednesday, even if you bought Wednesday for some of these cards and you waited till Friday and they went down a little bit more on Friday, you're fine. Because starting on Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then for the next 2 weeks to beyond that, you're going to see everything going up. The entire meta market in general, everything is going to be going up in price. You're going to see cards like Valverde, the Thunderstruck Valverde card that's down to 600,000 coins, probably going to be lower than that on Wednesday. He's already dropped from 700K down to literally under 500K on Monday and Tuesday. This is a card that might go a little lower, but he is going to rise right back up. I would not be surprised if this card hit 1 million coins by, 2 or 3 weeks from now. I would say that is not out of the question. This is a card that could absolutely skyrocket up in price, especially if he doesn't get a card that kind of replaces him. If they drop a Valverde SBC, that would definitely hurt his price. If they dropped a 92 rated Valverde that's in packs during Team of the Year, that would obviously hurt his price a lot. But on the other hand, if they don't drop any new Valverdes and this card just has the chance to rise as people get more coins, then I would say that 1 million coins is not out of the question for a card like that. And I'm just using him as an example because he's here on the front page of Futben, but you could say the same for pretty much all of these guys. Heung-min Son, his 90 rated here, Winter Wildcard, the cheaper one, 915,000 coins right now. Kind of on a low point. He's been down to 870, probably going to be lower than 915 at some point over the next 24 hours. I think that this card could easily hit 1.2, 1.3 million coins. I definitely think it could. So these are cards that are definitely going to be rising a ton. If you have your eyes on anybody for your team over the course of the next couple of weeks or the next month or the next 2 months even, this is the time to be picking these cards up. And even if you don't time it perfectly, you have to be spending your coins. You do not want to be going into Saturday without having spent pretty much everything. You need to have spent your coins by Friday. That is the cutoff. And even then, there's going to be some cards that have already started to rise. So with that being said, guys, make sure you are spending your coins. On the other hand, for fodder, and this is how we'll end today's video, we probably should be selling fodder cards, at least before Division Rival Rewards on Thursday, and definitely before Friday. Definitely before Friday. They're already coming down a little bit. Will they go back up? They probably will during the actual Team of the Year promo, but on Friday specifically, we're going to see so many packs opened on Friday that you're not going to be able to withstand the supply, even if they drop exchange SBCs. I've seen a lot of people selling their 89s for 21 to 22K. They are now 17K. You could probably sell for 19 to 20, but I would be selling these fodder cards that have skyrocketed up, basically almost doubling in price, before we actually get to Friday. If you want to reinvest on Friday, you can buy those cards Friday after content release. I think that they're going to see a dip. And even last year, and I use this card pretty much every time we talk about fodder, because Hagerberg is just the fodder card. I mean, there's not been a single person to ever use this card in a game. Never. It's never happened. I will not be told otherwise. But take a look at what happened last year on the Friday specifically of Team of the Year. You can actually see that on the Friday of Team of the Year, she went from 35,000 coins to 33,000 coins on the exact same day they dropped exchange SBCs. Exchange SBCs are the best for 89s. Like, that is the reason that this card rose to 46,000 coins. So that card dropped in price on the Friday, even when they dropped exchange SBCs. Imagine a world where EA Sports doesn't drop the exchange SBCs on that Friday. That card goes from 35K to probably 20,000 coins last year. And so you're not going to put your coins all in the hands of EA Sports on Friday. I would probably not hold fodder cards. But that's going to be it for today's video. Tomorrow is when Team of the Year warm-up is actually underway. And I bet we're going to have some big leaks for the actual Team of the Year cards by tomorrow. So make sure to subscribe to the channel right now and drop a like on the video if you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you then. Peace out.